Everyone talks about training hard, few people talk about training smart. How often should you train? What's the best for beginners, advanced, for recovery, and for growth? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Veysi Karacete back here. Today we are going to be talking about how often should you train? How often to train? Everyone talks about training hard, few people talk about training smart. Because frequency, the number of times you hit the gym or a muscle group, determines whether you grow, maintain, or get injured. Alright, let's all together build knowledge, then power. What frequency actually means. So what it means is, frequency is about how often the muscle gets the signal to adapt. Think of training as sending a text message to your muscle to grow. Too few messages, no response. Too many, your muscle stops listening. The key is balancing stimulus and recovery. Two things. Every muscle, when it's ready to be hit again, mostly for most lifters, it's about 48 hours, 72 hours. Most lifters. When you lift, you have micro tears in your muscle. What recovers it is when the protein synthesis kicks in. Okay, protein synthesis shows that it kicks in post-workout, 24 to 48 hours, then starts to fall. So make sure you eat your protein as frequently as possible. So if you train your muscle group once a week, you're missing out on the windows to grow. There's multiple windows, and you should be training and eating. But if you hit it before the protein synthesis kicks in, your rate of recovery drops, your progression slows down. Your goal is to re-stimulate before I come in and steal your gains. Your goal is to re-stimulate once the repair is done. So once it's done, go to the gym and hit that goddamn fucking legs you've been skipping, boy. That's why smart programming beats whatever efforts you waste in the gym. Aimless efforts. Aimless goal, aimless plan without a structured program for fatigue and volume. Pointless. Waste of energy. Waste of time. The next section, beginners, building the base. Foundation, baby. You're new, under 6 months, or have below average results. Frequency, consistency is the best thing for you. Your nervous system, joints, your nervous system, your joints, and your recovery, they're still adapting. The ideal program for beginners is either full body or upper lower. You get the frequency. If you're doing full body, every second day is fine. If you're doing upper lower, keep doing upper lower. Hit it 3 times a week plus. Beginners grow from frequency and consistency, not chasing exhaustion and fatigue. After 12 to 18 months, your progression slows, adaptation slows. So you need higher volume, but not necessarily more days. Intermediate lifters thrive on 4 to 6 days at the gym and hitting a muscle group 2 to 3 times. mostly 2 times per week. Advanced lifters who manage their sleep, nutrition, and recovery can train up to 5 to 6 times and sometimes 7 times every day, like your boy. Okay, I'm going to give you an example of one of the days. It's called like a push-pull legs. It's a very common program. Okay, push-pull legs, they do on day 1, push, 2, pull, 3 legs, take a rest day. Then they do like an upper lower, because they're still trying to hit that twice a time, like hitting your muscle groups twice a time. But they tend not to, because a lot of people neglect legs, and the ones that do, I'm very disappointed in you. And then they end up doing push-pull again, and completely neglect hitting legs for the 2nd time per week, because they can't withstand the pain of legs. I'm going to give you another example. The upper lower, upper lower, upper lower, upper lower, rest. Some people don't rest and they want to go faster. They just, they just continue repeating this. So one day on your upper, they will do like a heavy overhead press and a heavy barbell row. The next time they do that, they'll do a heavy bench press and a heavy weighted pull up. They'll be hitting a heavy movement, a heavy compound for a different muscle group in each upper lower and doing a lot more rep work. It's very optimal when doing the upper lower. I'm kind of doing something similar, but I'm not. The key for advanced lifters isn't about how many days you train. It's about how often you train after you've recovered, but how often you recover enough to lift heavy again. So when you're doing that, it's all about periodizing when you can lift heavy again, when you can hit that exercise that, like let's say weighted pull-ups, when you can hit weighted pull-ups again, being fully recovered, so you can come back and do all the work volume that you need in order to get stronger, bigger, whatever the goal may be. Signs your frequency is wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. If you're under recovering, you'll feel it. Constant soreness. Soreness in your joints. Lack of motivation. Poor sleep. Pains and aches. Simpler terms. Constant pains and aches. That's your body telling you that the frequency is off. On the flip side, if you're not sore after a leg day, back day, chest day, whatever day it is, let's talk about upper lower. If you're not sore in your upper body after training upper body the next day, then you're under training. If you're not sore after a leg day the next day, and maybe the day after if it's very hard and high volume, you're under training. And what you need to do is embrace some more pain. Yeah. If that's the case, then you need to adjust 3 things, or one of 3 things: the frequency, the volume, and the load. The weight, how many sets of reps you do, and how often you do it per week. One of those three. Lifestyle and frequency integration. Okay, your life decides your frequency more than your ambition does. If you're working 60, 80-hour weeks, then your frequency is not going to be there. Period. Unless you're a workaholic and get the job done like your boy. Sleep, nutrition, and training all dictates on how well you can recover. 3 consistent days with intent beats 7 days half-assing. I always have this saying, half-ass the results, half-ass the effort gets a third of those results. It probably doesn't, but I'd like to devalue it that hard that I never end up coming to the point where I half-ass some shit. So, if you are working, maintaining a good, consistent, maximum effort training to work routine, it's the best thing for you. But if you're taking too much energy out and stress in work and you can't manage that, then you need to drop the frequency for training. Sorry to tell you, but if you go into the gym and you half-ass the results, then you're not really going to gain the results that you're looking for. So you need to learn to reflect, look back, and ask yourself, what do you really want? Do you want to work? Do you want to get jacked? You can do both things. You just have to learn to manage them. Balancing everything in. Or you just be like me, outwork and out-train everyone. Mindset. Discipline over hype. Yeah. Best. I'm so tired. Everyone wants magic number on how many days to train, how often should I train, how long should I train, but the answer is how frequent you can stay for many years. Many years. Okay. Your goal isn't to train every day. That's my goal. Your goal is to just make sure you don't quit. When it gets hard, when it gets difficult, life gets challenging, when you face trials and tribulations, we get it. We all go through things. Just don't quit. Take a day off, okay. Don't beat yourself up. I'm just one day ahead of you. But those days stack up. And I'll leave you in the dust. Discipline means that you keep going, even if it's 3 days or 6 days. Because what's more important is that you just adapt and outlast. Okay? You can have days off, it's perfectly fine. Now, remember this, train harder, outwork everyone, but with purpose. You're not chasing fatigue, but you're building foundation that lasts. Discipline, knowledge, consistency. Discipline and knowledge equal power. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have reached the end of the video. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Yes, I'm getting better at drawing bells. Yes, look, I am getting better. The only thing that you've probably seen me get better at is my drawing skills. So, if you want to see more of that, like and subscribe to that notification bell. Comment down below what you want to know more about when it comes to training. I'll be doing a lot more of these videos and every other video. Just pay attention, stay locked in, stay focused, and stay on your grind.